Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com.
Ones, empaths. First things first. You've been discarded or reverse discarded by this narcissist that was involved in your life. Or perhaps you cut them off, right? This narcissist that was involved in your life has moved on. They've moved on with a new supply. And you're bearing witness to this. It's making you uncomfortable. Perhaps they're trying to really stain your heart by glorifying on their social media or parading around the street like they're the best thing since sliced bread. And it's making you repulsed. It's making you feel sick to your stomach. And you probably don't even want nothing to do with this narcissist that was involved in your life. And you're counting your blessings, realizing how toxic they were. And you're probably sympathizing with the new supplier, thinking, oh, they're in for trouble now. But you need to understand the fundamentals of how the universe works and how it's going to work in your favor and how it's going to work against the narcissist that was involved in your life. You see, the narcissist that was involved in your life has masqueraded through life with this artificial light. They've masqueraded through life with this artificial light. They've broken hearts. They've destroyed relationships. Not only just romantically, they destroy anything they touch, turns to dust. And they tear things apart and they ruin anything they're part of, right? And you have to understand that everything is based on frequency. Everything is energy in this world. E=mc². Everything is energy, right? And you have to understand that every individual on this earth radiates at a certain frequency. So you as the chosen one, an empath, radiate at a loving, harmonious frequency, whereas the narcissist radiates at a bitter, twisted frequency, a decrepit, sour frequency, right? And this is for pointers here. This is the reason why there was an ending to the relationship that you were involved with this narcissist. The reason why it ended was because they're not aligning at your frequency. God, the universe, bared witness to this individual dragging you through the mud, causing you pain, causing you hurt, made them become delusional, instilled delusional into them. They're delusional anyway, but they enhanced it. They made them more delusional. And they made the narcissist believe that they can find you elsewhere and they can replace you, and made them think that the narcissist can do better without you. Sum it up the way that a subscriber summed it up. The narcissist thought they can go over to greener blades of grass when really they're on AstroTurf right now. Just to give you an image to bear in your mind, that's what they're dealing with now, right? So the narcissist and the new supply are there. But the reason why they've been aligned together, most likely, it's because the one they've ran into is also just as toxic as they are. Now, what you have to understand fundamentally is both this narcissist and the new supply are looking into each other's eye, and they're not seeing eye to eye. They're painting a very different version of events to the world around them. They're painting a version of events to the world around them like it's great, like it's wonderful, like it's fantastic, like it's superb, like everything is so wonderful. That's what they're going to paint to the world, because both of these individuals, yes, both of these individuals operate with a mask. Yes, the new supply is operating with a mask, and the narcissist that was involved in your life is operating with a mask, and they have shacked up together, hoping to create something great. Look, both of these individuals are radiating at a negative frequency. Both of these individuals do not have empathy, right? And if you were a fly on the wall and you bared witness to seeing these two suppliers sitting on a couch together, you would laugh and you would laugh and you would laugh. Because neither one of these supplies, nor the narcissist that was involved in your life, nor the new supply, can actually extract supply from one another. So it's like coming up and being met with a brick wall. This is what they're facing. They're facing a brick wall. There's nothing there. They have no depth. They have no soul. They are soulless. They don't produce energy like the chosen one and the empath. And both of them realize they've effed up their lives. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help your brother out. It will take 2 seconds of your time. Thank you. But as we know, narcissists are very stubborn. They're very stubborn creatures, and they're afraid of being alone. So maybe the narcissist in your life wasn't a lesser or mid-range narcissist, and they're probably higher up on the spectrum. And they're not going to come and tell you that they've made a huge mistake. Maybe some of you will put in the comment section that the narcissist involved in your life actually come back to you and told you they've made a huge mistake. But a lot of them, many of them around the world, will actually carry on embracing this stupid relationship just with the sheer fact that they're presenting it to the world as if everything is great, when really both of them do not like each other. Both of them are disgusted by one another, and they don't get on like a house on fire. They are actually damaging each other by being in each other's presence, are actually damaging one another. It's actually causing a toll on their health, their mental health. They haven't got a supply source like they had with you, that they get an exchange of this positive energy, right? Positive reinforcement they get from the empath. Love, care, consideration, courtesy, empathy. They get all of this from the chosen one and the empath. They can't extract this from the new supply. You see? Some of the lesser mid-range narcissists will, at this point, wash their hands with it, and they'll try and hoover the old supply, you. They'll try and hoover you back. But many narcissists are so stubborn, so proud, that they won't want to admit that they've made a dreadful mistake, and they're actually standing on astroturf where they thought there would be beautiful green blades of grass. So they cling together out of sheer desperation, the new supply and the narcissist. Some of these entanglements can last for a very long time. That's why if you're bearing witness and wondering, hold on a minute, why is this lasting so long? Why haven't they broken up yet? Why haven't they severed the tie? This is because they're clinging out of dear life and desperation, because they're both afraid of being alone. They will settle in this type of dynamic purely because of the fact of how they're appearing to the outer world. You see, they may have their family members, they may have their friends, they may have their flying monkeys under the narrative that everything is hunky-dory and everything is great. They may have people under that illusion, and that's just fine for them, because they operate with a mask. They operate with deception. They do not operate with their true feelings beneath themselves, inside themselves. They don't operate with the true feelings. Everything is hidden. Everything is undercover. They don't operate with those true feelings. So they're happy or content, at least, because everyone else is under the illusion that they've ascended and developed and bettered their life. When realistically, in the mind of the narcissist, deep within, they don't like it. They despise the individual. They don't want to be in this entanglement. They don't want to be in this relationship. And they miss the chosen one and the empath. They've got a huge void. They've got a huge absence in their life. And they can't get over the fact that they walked out on the chosen one, or reverse discarded the chosen one, or were cut off by the chosen one or the empath. They can't tolerate this. They will spy on you from a distance. They will check out what you're doing. They will check out if you're healing, if you're doing well. Hopefully by now you've done enough inner work and you're on to better things and you're doing well for yourself. Not necessarily moved on, but hopefully you're doing well and you're healing, and that's great and that's perfect, right? Do not rush. Do not do what they do, because they rushed out there and they made a huge mistake. You have to understand that the narcissist and the new supply are not seeing eye to eye. They're not seeing eye to eye. They're not getting on well. If you were a fly on the wall, you would bear witness to the total destruction that they're living in, right? There's a reason that these two align together, the new supply and the narcissist. It's because both of them radiate a frequency of toxicity. They're both as toxic as each other. The same way that these two souls have been drawn together, or soulless beings, should I say, have been drawn together and made into a unit. You, the chosen one, and the empath continue radiating at the frequency you do, harmonious, loving, caring, courteous. Continue radiating at that frequency of empathy, love, pureness, truth. Because by you radiating at that frequency, you will find who you'll be in a unit with. You will align with someone who's possibly been through the same trials and tribulations that you've been through, the same hardships that you've been through. You'll possibly align with someone who maybe has been through narcissistic abuse too. This is what your future will entail. This is the law of the universe. They are united together through God's grace, through the universe's ways, however you want to look at it. They've been brought together because of their own dysfunction, through their own negativity. That's what they attract. They attract each other. That's why they're in that unit. Some of them will stay in that unit out of sheer desperation of the fact of not being alone, because they can't tolerate being alone. Others will actually try and hoover the empath back, or the chosen one back, like yourself. They'll try and hoover you back. But you're going to be on to better things. Bear patience, because you continue radiating at the frequency you do, with the energy you produce, and you will attract someone who's on your level. You won't attract a parasite narcissist, because you now have the discernment to see through what these creatures actually are. You now can see through the disgusting parasites that they are, right? So just understand, they're not seeing eye to eye. It's not a harmonious relationship. It's not great. It's not wonderful. It's not what they've portrayed to the world. Both of them are plastering over the cracks. There's so many cracks. They're filling the cracks. They're trying to fill the cracks. You know, they're desperate. They're so desperate to make this work. They're so desperate to make this look great to the world. Both of them despise each other. Both of them know each other are narcissistic. Both of them know each other are toxic, at least if one of them is not a psychopath or a sociopath. Both of them know they're toxic. They both know that about each other. Both of them know and have a history of probably previously being with a chosen one or an empath, right? So both of them are caught up on their previous supplies. But they're in this entanglement. They're trapped in this entanglement out of sheer desperation of not being alone. You see, they've burned bridges with people that were close to them before. They've burned bridges, possibly with friends. They've burned bridges with family members. They've burned bridges with old romantic partners. They've burned bridges with so many people in their lives that they are very lonely now because of all of the bridge burning that they've both done. So they will cling to each other out of sheer desperation. Both of them will try and hoover maybe the previous empath or chosen one, if they had one of those, if they were fortunate enough to have one of those in their lives. They'll probably be hoovering behind the background in secret when the other one is asleep or stuff like that. This is what they'll do, right? So understand, they're not seeing eye to eye. Nothing is perfect. Do not be jealous. Do not be hurt. Do not feel betrayed. Do not, it's actually a blessing. As I said in the earlier segment, if you've been discarded or reverse discarded or had enough courage and mustered up enough courage to actually cut the narcissist off that was involved in your life, it's truly a remarkable blessing. You have broken free from the spell. You have broken free from the illusion. It is a huge, huge, huge blessing that has been brought to your life. A very huge blessing that has been brought to your life, right? So continue on your journey. And you will align with someone who's at your frequency. You will align with someone who's got the same energy as you do. You will align with that. The same way that they were drawn together through the universe and God's will. The same way you can be divinely orchestrated and meet someone who's on your level, who's at your level. These parasites, none of them are at your level, right? None of them are at your level. I made a video the other day about I was trying to remember the title. Basically, you can't be upset about the past because it's like being upset that someone took away your trash. There's a picture of 2 trash cans on the thumbnail. I can't remember the title that I put it as. But this is the ideology that you need to keep in mind, right? These people are trash. Both of them are trash, right? Do not feel remorseful for the new supply. The same way when you met the narcissist might have painted themselves out to be a victim. They might have painted themselves out to be fragile and very, poorly and needs help, playing the victim role. This might have happened to you in your experience with the narcissist involved in your life. They may have portrayed themselves as a victim and you really were there for them and you helped them and you tried to piece their life back together. And then you found out later on they're a complete scumbag, right? This is the same thing for the new supply. You do not know the new supply. Well, a lot of you might not know the new supply. Some of you might do, but a lot of you don't know the new supply properly, right? So whatever you've seen of them, you haven't seen the inner dimensions of their mind and the inner dimensions of their heart, right? A lot of the times, frequently, right? This is what happens. The narcissist that was involved in your life thinks they can attract something better and greater than you. They undermine your efforts. They diminish your efforts. They go over to the greener blades of grass and they're standing on moldy yellow grass or astroturf. And then they realize, oh shit, I effed up. I'm over here now on astroturf when I had some beautiful blades of green grass over there, which is the chosen one and the empath. This is the dynamics of what they fall into. They make the same mistake time and time and time again. They never appreciated you. They never gave you your props. They never gave you admirations. They never paid you your dues. They absolutely took you for granted. This is what the narcissist involved in your life done. And now the universe and God uses their own stupidness against them, right? Their own foolishness against them, and lets them believe a false narrative like they can find something better. So they go off and try and find something better, and they end up with a dusty. Both of them are just as dusty as each other. So let the dusties be together. Let the dusties be together. Let them reign supreme over there, portraying to the world how everything is wonderful and great and harmonious and beautiful. It's a load of fucking bullshit. That's what they're portraying to the world. It's a load of bullshit. Sorry for my language, but it's a load of bullshit, right? Whatever they're portraying on their social media, whatever you're hearing from associates of flying monkeys, stay away from those. Do not communicate with those. Do not communicate with anyone that has any affiliation to do with the narcissist or the new supply. Do not communicate with anyone that has any affiliation to do with any of them, right? You need to focus on you. You need to continue radiating at your frequency. You might be hurt. You might have some scars to attend to, some wounds to attend to. You need to ascend and build yourself up, build yourself with self-love and healing and love and care so that you can prepare for your future, because you need to make sure you continue radiating at the same frequency you were radiating at prior to meeting the narcissist involved in your life. You need to continue radiating at that frequency and more. And you will attract someone of similar frequency, someone of similar mind, heart and soul. This is the way it's going to work out for you. They were only brought into your life for a season. They were only brought into your life for a period, for you to learn a lesson about the toxic nature of individuals in this life so that you can use it to your advantage. They failed the test. They had a chance to change. They didn't change. They remained toxic. That's their loss, right? Someone walks out of your life, it's their loss, not yours. So continue on focusing. Do not rush. Take your time in healing. Sometimes it can take some months. Sometimes it can take some years. Take your time away. work on yourself, work on projects, work on your purpose, work on your healing, right? And you will align with someone who's at your frequency and who's matching your energy, right? Remember, as I said in the beginning segment, E equals MC squared. Everything is energy. Both of those creatures are negative energy. You are positive energy. You will align with someone with positive energy. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find the link in the description box. And if you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find the link in the description box. Currently, I've got a secondary channel, a spiritual channel. Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.